my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thank you once again for joining us on this Monday morning. Now, everyone remembers their first job, right? And I think for many of us, it was a rather bizarre, perhaps unusual, or even extremely cool job. But how do you find one that doesn't make you feel like you're working? Well, we were fortunate enough to meet up with a man who knows exactly what that feels like, and he's sharing his labor of love with us this morning.
Remember when you had to specifically order filter coffee instead of instant? Well, those days are gone. Seeing the need for quality fresh roasted coffee, David Dondi decided to make his mark as a specialist coffee roaster.
Typical day in my working life involves that first cup of coffee at home in bed, coming in here to the cupping table and going through yesterday's roast. We let the coffee settle for a day, and I think that's the most important thing I do, that tasting in a team. We go through the coffee and we decide whether it's better, whether it's worse, subtle improvements that we can make for next time we tackle that exact same coffee. And then it's a series of meetings or projects that I'm working on.
David founded Truth Coffee Roasting in 2009 in pursuit of extraordinary things and an extraordinary working environment, the perfect blend to any successful business venture.
I don't think I chose to go into coffee. I think coffee chose me. My brother decided to get married in New Zealand, and there was a fledgling specialty industry, and I stumbled upon one of the early great roasteries. And then I bought this book. The book taught me a few things, and one of them was I needed fresh coffee, and that was the next important step in my journey. I bought a country hotel an hour and a half out of Cape Town, and nobody would deliver fresh coffee to me. And the supplier that I'd chosen, in fact, offered to sell me a little coffee roaster instead of supplying me with fresh beans. And the rest of this is history.
David believes in focusing on the basics, good quality and taste. From sourcing the beans to roasting, blending and grinding, he delivers on the promise of excellent coffee with each cup.
The skills and abilities for running this kind of business: relentlessness, absolute determination to continue, no matter how hard the obstacles seem, no matter how deep the dip that you're going through. That's really the complete way to get through it, and that justifies doing something.
If kickstarting the mother city's coffee culture and being regarded as one of the world's best coffee roasters is magic, then David Dondi has earned the title he jokingly gave himself, a true thaumaturgist, performer of miracles.
The most rewarding part of my job, well, it's got to be the coffee, but beyond that, it's the people and developing people and knowing that people who come into Truth are really not going to leave in the same way, whether they're a customer, whether they're staff, whether they're partners. We're all going somewhere, and it's the joy of extraordinary truth, and we really do live it every day.
Being a coffee roaster requires serious attention to detail. Not only do you need to know your beans, you have to carefully monitor time, temperature and color to get the best from each batch.
Would I choose this career again? Well, I didn't choose it the first time, it chose me. And I'm absolutely sure if I went through this again, I would do exactly the same mistakes again and enjoy them just as much a second time.